Yo, what is up everybody? My name is of course CamZE, and today I'm bringing you a little information video regarding the new gun that has been added in this update, the CamZE. Now, a Discord user by the name of Zach_K392 has given me permission to use his information and the stuff that he has gathered so far. So shout out to him and shout out to his clan, which is MOZ. Shout out to all of you guys and thank you for letting me use this. So if you can see now on the screen, there is a chart regarding the Uzi next to the M16 and the AK-47, which we are very familiar with. They've been in the game for a long time, and it's just comparing the stats. Now, he's also wrote a statement to back up this information, so we're just going to go ahead and read it, and it's got some really interesting facts, and I hope you guys will enjoy this information about it. So, the CamZE is known to be a fast-firing SMG in brackets submachine gun, but not as accurate as a typical AR, aka the AK-47, the M16, the M416, and the SCAR, etc. Is also not good medium to long range compared to the previously mentioned ARs. It fires a lot faster than those ARs as well, but it is also very light, but can be damaged and malfunction, which is why this isn't used often by the military. CamZE has been focusing on weapons lately, starting with the implementation of gun modifications. Love or hate them, it's here, but that's not what this is about. They claim to be improving the system, but after the hype for the Winchester, most if not everybody was let down, and I don't think anybody uses it. The idea of the CamZE was mentioned a few months ago, as well as the M4. Today the CamZE was released, and sadly the anticipation and hype dropped even more than the Winchester update. Sadly, the only things they got right with the CamZE are the negative aspects of it, for example the range and the stability. This is the only game I have ever seen when putting new guns into the game where the new ones are 100% worse than the pre-existing guns in the game. Now, I have a full chest of Winchesters I will never use, and will now add the CamZE to the collection and decrease my chances of finding guns I actually would use. Here is the issue: the CamZE has the same rate of fire as the AK and M16, but half the damage. It has far less stability, which means more misses, and not only has less range than a Glock when fully modded, it still has less range than a Glock without a single mod. Fully modified, the damage just compares to a M16, and this is fully modified with all legendary mods. With mods being added, it's increasingly becoming harder to find the mods that we actually need. This further makes the entire mod system worse and the CamZE useless. Fully modified, it will still have less stability than any other gun in the game, and less range and damage, not high enough to compensate for the horrible stability. The ironic part is this gun has high durability, while in reality the CamZE will consistently malfunction. My conclusion is the CamZE could and should have been better. Damage is okay, should have been faster rate of fire, as this is what the CamZE is all about. It just isn't a balanced gun, and there is no reason I would choose the CamZE over the AK or M16, especially since I don't have the mods for it and will be a massive grind to even find a few of the common mods for it. This really lets me down, wondering how they will mess up the next gun, M416, which is my favourite AR. So Zach definitely had a lot of points to make in that statement. I must admit I completely agree with him. Now, I didn't really know much about the damage or the stats, but I could definitely tell that it was missing a bit. We did do a stream yesterday, and we was using it, and it was just missing all over the place. But backed up with this analysis of it, it definitely does make it probably the worst gun in Last Day on Earth. He is pretty much saying that the Glock unmodified is better than this, which is really a huge letdown, because like I've been saying recently, the updates are so hyped, but yet they just offer nothing. I don't know, maybe this update was released a bit early just to compensate for the bad loot that we got in the Christmas update and the outrage about that. I don't know, but it definitely looks like, from Zach's statement, but it definitely looks like Kafir has not paid enough attention to this gun to either make it balanced or just a decent gun. And I completely understand what he is saying about blueprints, as if they weren't hard enough to get. Your best chances of a blueprint is at the police station. And you can only open 5 chests at the police station every 3 days. So every 3 days, you'll get 5 blueprints, and they can be ones that you don't know, they can be ones that you do know. So chances are you're probably going to get at least 1 blueprint out of the police station that you will know. Even with the highest tier card, which is the purple, you will still get a blueprint that you know, which don't actually make sense. I think when you go for a purple, you should at least get one that you're guaranteed not to know, but that's for a different story, you know. Apart from that, I really don't need to go too much into it, because this guy did an amazing job with his statement of the CamZE, and I don't really need to put any further input into it. Apart from, I just want to say I totally agree and I understand fully where he is coming from. And yeah, I guess the CamZE is now probably one of the worst guns in LDOE. Whether it could be worse than the Winchester, it's just the thing is with the Winchester, I don't oftenly get it. This guy says he's got a full chest of them. I don't really get them. So if I get more CamZEs than Winchesters, then the CamZE's probably going to be the worst gun for me. Anyway, guys, that has been a quick little video looking at the new CamZE, and I'm not really sure. Like, they didn't fix the Winchester, so I don't know if they're going to fix this. What I mean by that is they didn't make the Winchester any better. They didn't up the damage, which it should have had more damage compared to durability, because that thing did not last long. Even the shotgun lasted longer than that, and that has higher damage. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do with this, but I'm just saying, guys, don't get your hopes up, because they didn't fix the Winchester, even though we complained about it. So I really don't know if they're going to fix this. But apart from that, guys, shout out to Zach once again. That was an amazing analysis of the CamZE. If you like this video, definitely give it a like. Subscribe for some more awesome content. And apart from that, guys, you know that I'm bad at outros. So I will see you in the next video or the next stream.